you tell the truth as you see it. If you think something's true, you will say that. If something comes out of your mouth, a person can assume they believe that to be true. If you're an android, you lie all the time. So anything that comes out of an android's mouth is a lie. So tell truth, tell lies. It's already getting a little complicated, but we're going to make it worse. And this was something I also had a bit of a trouble with. Oh, did we get you one of those?
I did not.
No, we need to get you one of these. Hopefully. This one's gendered, I apologize.
Okay, thank you.
It's got the same content. Inside this world, so we got the world, let's make a little box, and we've got droids, and we got peoples. Half of this population, this is a phrase I was not certain about using, we will call sane. And the other half we will call insane. So, insane. Sanity's a bullshit concept anyway, right? Absolute horse shit. Like, I feel insane in this world. You might feel insane. When you see what's going on, you think, I must be fucking out of my mind if that's what's okay. Because I feel like that all the time. So I apologize for this dichotomy that I think is horseshit. I'd rather be insane in this world, I'll tell you that. This world, right here. But in this world, sane people, what we mean by sane is you, let me see, I got it right here. So, hold on. I've already got all the words out here. I want to make sure I say it the right way. So if you know, here's the thing. Sane, if you know something's true, if you believe something to be true, you will say that truth. Insane is if you think something's true, you're going to say the opposite. So there's this weird twist going on here that can be easily summarized in this little table. So check out the 4 dots. There's 4 kinds of people here. And I'll make a little chart. There are 4 kinds of peoples, inhabitants here. The first off are they're sane humans. Sane human, whatever they say will end up being true because they believe the truth and they speak the truth. So, always tells the truth. No matter what, they say something, that is true. That's sane humans. Then there are, let's put them down here, sane androids. So, sane droids. Sane droids mean they know what is true and false, and they agree with the general consensus, but they always try to lie and throw you off. So a sane droid will always lie, because they're always trying to toss you off the trail. Sane droid? Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's better. There we go. So those are the sane groups. One always tells the truth, one always lies. Then there's the insane droids. Insane droids always lie, but they think everything is backwards anyway. So what is true, they think is false, and then they lie about it and say it's true. So in the end, an insane droid always tells the truth. And then our last class is insane humans, the worst. Insane humans believe what's up is down and what's down is up, and then they lie about it. So, an insane human, oh no, they tell the truth about it. Sorry, these are the liars. Insane human always lies. it ends up being a lie. They believe the wrong thing, they tell the truth about it, but what they're telling you is false. So these are the four categories of people. And here's a nice little analogy here. So if you read the next paragraph, for example, a sane human will say that 1 + 1 is 2. An insane human will say it doesn't. It's that 1 + 1 is not equal to 2 because they really believe it doesn't, and then they tell you the truth. They believe 1 + 1 is not 2 and say, yeah, 1 + 1 isn't 2. I believe that to be the truth. Turns out to be a lie. A sane android will also say that 1 + 1 is not equal to 2 because they know that's false, but they're telling you the truth. Hold on, sorry. Hold on. A sane android will also say 1 + 1 is not equal to 2 because they know that it does and lies about it. That's it. And then finally, an insane android will say 1 + 1 = 2 because they actually believe 1 + 1 isn't 2, and they're trying to throw you off, and so they say, oh yeah, 1 + 1 is equal to 2. Good to go. In the end, for this puzzle, all you need to know is this table. These are the truth tellers, these are the liars. So let's take a look at how we can use this to answer some of the puzzles I've got below. Let's do it slightly differently here. Let's say I met someone in this world who said, and I gotta make sure I don't give you the ones. We're gonna do these together anyway, but I wanna make sure you kind of get to think on them on your own. I am not an insane droid. So someone tells you this. Who is this person? So the puzzle here is to take what the people are saying and use it with that information to figure out who this person actually is, what their nature is. Are they sane or insane? Are they human or droid? So let's talk about how to break this down. So approach. This is how I would approach the first two for sure on that sheet in front of you. Assume what is said is true. So we assume, okay, let's break this down. We're going to go true and then false and see what that means. And this is just detective work. It's fun. You don't look very enthralled right now. That's cool. I hope you find a little bit of fun in this. Because I did. I spent the whole damn weekend thinking about this so I could come in and tell you about it. So who tells the truth? This already limits it. Well, we know that the people who tell the truth are sane humans or insane droids. So sane human or insane droid. Those are the only two possible critters it could be, if it's true. We're going to assume it's false and then take a look at that. Okay, would a sane human say this and mean it? So, you come up to a sane human. I am not an insane droid. Is that a true statement for the human? For the human. It is, right? So a sane human could totally say this. So, could say this. And it would be true. Does that make sense? I'm thinking that through? Because this is the game. And then we come to an insane droid. Insane droids tell the truth. If an insane droid is telling the truth, could they say this to your face?
No.
No, because that would be a lie, right? That would be a contradiction. So an insane droid wouldn't say this. So can't say it because it is false for this droid. For an insane droid. Okay, so far, we're thinking a sane human could say this. So we already know what this critter can't be. We already know we're not speaking to an insane droid. Let's go down to the other two classes. And this is, we assume it's false now. Assume what is said is false. Who says false stuff? Who would lie like that? Well, sane droids and insane humans. So it must be a sane droid or an insane human. So a sane droid comes up to you and says, now remember, we're assuming this is false. The thing this person is saying to you is a falsity. If a sane droid comes up to you and says, I am not an insane droid, is that true or false? Is a sane droid not an insane droid?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely not. So it's actually true, right? So this is a contradiction. We're saying that the only way, if an insane droid said this, they would have to be, or if a sane droid said this, it would have to be a lie, except that it's a truth for them. So it can't be a sane droid because it would be true for a sane droid. It's a truth. So it can't be that. Now let me stop for a second because I've spent the whole goddamn weekend thinking this over and working this over and over to make sure that I could come and explain it to you because it's weird and tricky. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, what about the last one? Can you do the last one on your own? Think about an insane human. If they say this, what is its truth value from their perspective? And then, is it a possible thing they could say? Yeah, Bella, what do you think?
It's not because it's the truth. They always lie.
Yeah, perfect, awesome. So Bella says, not this one, because if an insane human said to you, I am not an insane droid, and it says insane human on my forehead, you would say, you're right, you're not. That's true. Why are you telling me the truth? Because you're supposed to lie all the time. So this could not be because it would be true for an insane human. So they wouldn't be lying to me. And that's all they do is lie. So, based on this statement, if someone comes up to you in this world and says, I'm not an insane droid, they have to be a sane human. That's the puzzle. So let me give you some time. I'm happy to work on this together. I do want to be clear about one thing. I want you to just write up these answers in a separate Word or PDF, some printed to a PDF, or if you want to do it by hand and then scan a PDF, that would be cool. But this is your first real hand-in assignment to me. So let's talk about what I'm looking for here. If you look at the bottom of the page, please write up solutions to these problems, explain your reasoning, include diagrams if you'd like. Answers will be graded on the quality of the write-up, clarity and effort. Actually, I think yours says something different because I got a little more crazy. What does yours say, Bella? Can I see real quick?
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, include the problem statements so I know. So number one, just copy and paste it. I'll put an electronic version up so you can cut and paste and maybe just fill that in if you want. Explain your reasoning. Answers will be graded on completeness of your analysis, quality of the write-up, and clarity. You don't even have to be right. You just have to try. So that's all I ask, mostly. And do I understand? What are you communicating with me? So this is a communication assignment. But but it's also a little bit of puzzle solving. So a lot of you who are writers, this will be right up your alley, because I want you to write some stuff. All right, so could you take a look at let's do number 1 together. Take a few minutes, and then we'll come back together. Think through number 1 to make sure you understand what's at hand here. Making little pictures, definitely helpful. That little table, you know. So your analysis probably should roll kind of like this, case by case. True, assume it's false, analyze the situation. Give it a shot. Come walk around.
Chapter 2.
Yes, ma'am.
What specific conclusion do you want us to come to? Like, what specific answer do you want?
Oh,
Like, specifically, what are you looking for
Gotcha.
as the end result?
so, and I think I try to be clear. So like when I say, like for number 1 is, what type am I? Right? So am I a human or android? Am I sane or insane? I want you to tell me who the person speaking the phrase could be. Which of those 4 things, right? And are a combo of. Does that make sense? Yeah? Cool. Yeah, perfect, because you did it. So, yeah, you're welcome.
Dr. T.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you help me?
Sure. That's what this is about.
Yes.
Oh, you're all good there. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Just so I can make sure that my thinking process
Yeah.
is close to you.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Okay. So you said with questions 1 and 2, you should assume that what they're saying is true, because that's a code 1. So if he's saying that that's, something he's not a sane human, then that means he's probably telling the truth. And because sane humans do tell the truth, he says he's not a sane human, but he is telling the truth. So I just want to
So,
make sure that.
okay, so we're gonna break it. We're gonna assume that it's a true thing first.
Yeah.
So then you're right, it's either a sane human or an insane droid. So would a sane human come up to you, and they always tell the truth, would they say to you, I am not a sane human?
How do I know?
Because that's a lie, right?
Yeah.
So couldn't have said that.
No,
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What about this one?
but that could be true because they always tell the truth, and who's that sane human? And so basically, is that the only conclusion you want us to come to?
Yeah, but we gotta check the other. Now, what if it's a false statement? We gotta narrow down.
Oh, so you want us to flip it?
Yeah, so now we say, okay, what if it's false?
Okay.
Because one of the groups of people always lies, so it could be one of them theoretically.
So you're supposed to say, so it's the same statement,
Uh-huh.
but you're supposed to assume that it's false.
Yes. Now, who says false stuff? So we assume it's false.
Same droids that do the same.
Exactly. So I'm gonna go check on that
Yes,
one.
go
But yeah,
first.
yeah, but you're right. You're rolling. Yes, ma'am. Let's see. Organized. All right, so I'm not saying that would be a lie. Yeah. That would be true. That would be, okay, so hold on. So out of these 2, let's just slow down a second. Who could it be here and who couldn't it be?
Or well, I meant to like zeros.
Oh, okay.
So like this is like the thing that we're in, and then this one isn't one because it's true. Or well, this one's wrong because it isn't true.
Yeah.
And then this
I
one
see what you're saying.
is also true, so therefore it's wrong.
Yeah, so
Or
who's,
it's
So, yeah, okay, gotcha. So who is it's, what kind of person must this be? Absolutely. That's it, you're thinking right.
Okay.
And then,
I just organized it.
yeah, no, and then the challenge will be just communicating that with sentences and stuff, right? So that will be challenging.
Okay.
The write-up will be a whole thing on its own. Good? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no sanity checks? Okay, but is it making sense? Outstanding. Yeah, wonderful. Great. How's it going, friend? Is this making sense?
Yeah, I'm just figuring it out. I think
You're processing? Okay, cool. Okay, oh, good. Yeah, everybody's got to process how they need to. Christina, how's it going for you?
I'm just confused
Oh,
as to
that's
how I would narrow it from.
Ah, okay, cool. So, there's gonna be two steps. First is assume it's true. And so that's what you've done. Well, actually, do you have scratch work or no, not yet? No?
No, I just looked at this. The only thing I did was like mark that. 'cause I
Oh,
was using
okay. So you're gonna have to, at some point, you're gonna have to actually go through all four of them.
Yeah.
But the big thing, I would say, the easiest way to approach it is first say, let's assume it's true. And then who says true stuff? So which group says true things? Yeah, so I would first say, assume it's true, and then ask yourself, would a sane human say this to you? And assume it, no, so it couldn't be, can't be them. What about an insane droid? Could an insane droid say that to you and be telling the truth?
Yes.
Yeah, they could, right? So right now, there's possible, could be a sane droid or an insane droid. Now, let's assume it's a lie. So whoever just said this to you is lying.
Okay.
So now we go to the group of liars. If a sane droid said this to you, is it true or false? So just think about that. If a sane droid said this to you, I'm not a sane human. Is the sane droid telling the truth?
Yeah, so they wouldn't say that.
That's right, because they wouldn't tell you the truth. So they can't be them. And then let's do this one together.
Okay, so. So if the insane human lies, then it can't say that I'm not an insane human because then it would be true. Like,
Yes,
if
yes.
it's- Yeah, right?
That's right,
Okay.
yeah. So they couldn't say it because they always lie,
Mhm.
and them saying it would be a true thing.
Okay, so then it's.
Yes. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Awesome.
This would just be the same. Because
Okay.
insane droids, if they were to say, I'm not a citizen, who said I'm not a sane human, it would be true for them.
It would. And,
They always lie, so
and there was,
it's like that.
exactly. Perfect. What about these guys?
The same droids always lie. But if they're not an insane, if they're not a sane human, they could be a sane droid.
But if they said this to you, it would be true, right? So if the sane droid came up to you and
won't
said,
know.
I'm not a sane
Won't
human.
it be false? Because we're assuming that it's false.
Right. But if they said it to you, it would be true.
Right.
So they
for
couldn't
them.
say it to you.
Because they always lie.
That's it. That's it, yes.
This is really like abstract.
Yeah.
I'm not great at
It's okay, it's gonna make your brain like grow three sizes in
that.
a day.
I'm sure. So that's it? That's all you want?
Yeah, but I want that, like, I want an argument, like, so, because you're like a writing person, just write that out, explain that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all I
you
want. That's the answer.
This is what you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is what I want. But for the write-up, I want pretty.
Okay.
I want it explained to me. I haven't checked on you, James, how are you doing? Feel good about this, or? Yeah, oh, this is nice. James has got nice, like, writing things. This is beautiful, that's what I want. Let's go through this, and maybe show you what I'm looking for when we do this. So I think the sentence you were looking at said, I am not, what was it? What's the one we just did?
I'm not a sane human.
I'm not a sane human, okay. So, analyzing this. If it's true, then the speaker, and then here's a nice template if you want. Feel free to plagiarize like crazy. If it is true that the speaker must be a sane human or an insane droid. If it's a sane human, the statement is a lie. Because a sane human would not say, I'm an insane human. The statement. This will be a good, template for all of this stuff. The statement is a lie, which is a contradiction, which contradicts the truth-telling nature of sane humans. So when I say explanation, stuff, your own words, whatever works for your brain, but there's like English, there's periods, capitals, and maybe not the best form sentences, but in effort. I just got an A for that part. So if it is an insane droid, then it's true. And cool. Could be an insane droid. There's no contradiction. Let me put that little thing here, no contradiction. Does this make sense, like how to proceed here? And then we do, then we come and we say, if it is a false statement, then the speaker must be a sane droid. And if you want to abbreviate these, sane droid, because that's what I ended up doing after working them through a bunch, or an insane human, and then go on to explain that, and I'm not going to keep writing this, but if it's a sane droid, if a sane droid comes to you and says, I am not a sane human, that's true. So I'm going to actually put these together, but for either of these, if this guy says it, it's true. They aren't a sane human. They're an insane human. So both of these people saying that sentence would be telling the truth, which they don't do. They always lie. So they couldn't have said it. But for either, telling the truth is against their nature and wouldn't happen. And then I just give a little summary here, thus, or whatever. Thus is a very mathy word, it's a very proper, collegiate word. Hence, thus, whence, holy shit, have fun with that. Thus, it is a, what did we decide? A insane droid. There you go, that's the answer to the first one. And this will be on recording.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I would love it if you asked a question. And then Bella's got one too.
Are you sure you don't want to go first?
No, you're
Okay.
Okay. So basically, this is just some abstract, stupid stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really understand this, but we're getting there. So basically, what you're trying to do is prove the argument is valid based on who is speaking it?
Yes. Yep.
That's it.
We're trying to figure out who the speaker could be that would make it
That would validate the argument.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yes. Yep. Now, what did you tell me last time about being positive?
Stop.
It's
Don't
not-
come for me. Here.
It's not stupid. It's not stupid stuff.
It's not stupid stuff, but
Right now,
this is not stupid. But the way that my brain is practical.
it's feeling a little nebulous now, but it's going to get better.
Yeah.
That's a better way to put it.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this like an okay way of organizing it?
Oh.
So it's not just one big paragraph, or do you want the big
I
paragraph?
do want some nice, right, at least in summary, you can make, so Bella's made a nice little table, I don't, you can see it, it's very little.
Sorry, I write small.
It's cool, it's very little, but I like this, you can organize this however you want, so let me show you what Bella did. In terms of organizing her answers, she made, a little table with each of the 4 types of, peoples. So she made a table like this and put, sane human, insane droid, insane human, sane droid. And then for each of these, put her reasoning in here and then her conclusion. That's cool too, if you want to do that. But then I would like a nice summary sentence to kind of tie it all together. Does that sound good?
Mhm.
Yeah. Cool. How about we do the next one, because you're now a professional at this. Like it or not, you're a professional at this. Let's do number 2 together. After you do this one, you're gonna be,
Did the first one, did that shake out for you?
Yeah.
you did, okay, good. Nice, wonderful, wonderful. That first one, you were happy, you're good? Awesome, well, I can table, that's good. James, I've never did a check from you, friend. But, did you feel good about this first one? Yeah? Yeah, sure, that's cool, yeah, as long as I can read it and it looks organized and looking like you give a shit, man, gets you far in life. That is a key skill, whether or not you do. How are you doing on this?
All right.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
did this
they're
first one.
good, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then Wednesday, we're starting a whole new ball of wax. Can I just look at it really quick? Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot what it was. Okay, I didn't see. Got it. Thank you. It doesn't always have to be just one answer either. For some of these, there's multiple people. Going good? Oh, yeah, get this. Tables going. I like those tables. This looks like a poem. This is great. This is lovely. How are you feeling about this?
I think I'm pretty confident
Yeah.
I can say word because the same human and the insane droid always tell the truth.
Yeah.
So they couldn't say that,
Yeah,
or else it would be a lie. And then down here, it couldn't be an insane human because
okay, we'll work together. It's
Okay.
okay. Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit weirder
Yeah.
down here. But Christina, you could maybe just like try, see if you can like make a little bit of headway on it, right? Like do some drawing, make some
Okay.
tables, thinking this way we've been thinking, see where you can get.
Okay.
You can do this. One of the things I want in this class is, you know, just fearlessly, we can just push and no harm can befall us. It'll all be okay. Come check. Do you think you got a conclusion? What do you think it is? Yes. Right, okay, so,
You did.
so did you say, a
Two.
Sandroid? And
Yes.
insane human, is that who you're thinking? Oh, sane human. So a sane human wouldn't ever say that, because it would be a lie, right? So, not a sane human. And then who else? What are you thinking? Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Oh, a sane droid? Are you saying insane droid?
Insane droid.
Insane, okay, cool.